Hello, Aquarius. Hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. Just keep in mind, it's still a general reading, so see which signs, symbols, messages resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help to bring you a little clarity to whatever you're wondering, concerned, and confused about. It could broaden your perspective, show you something with fresh eyes. It could also narrow your focus and show you something you could be missing. But in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. We're going to start with the Crystal Angels Oracle cards. Get some clarity for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages for Aquarius. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. Clarity for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wisdom on energy going on inside and or around Aquarius right now. Please and thank you. Oh, you have Euconite. This is really nice, Aquarius. This means that you are going to really get some clarity, really have some actual things happen around you where you feel in your soul your prayers are being answered. So it's that thing that you've been desiring, asking for, you know is right for you. Clarity, communication, new opportunities, healing, understanding, understanding about something. But it says answered prayers. So that does start with you actually asking the divine for help. It starts there. It's very simple. You don't have to be, you don't have to be like super formal about how you ask. The divine, God, your angels, they all know how you are. Just be yourself. But if you need help with something, ask, open your arms, let it go, and then just wait. It will come through. It may come through unusual means or in unusual ways or in a weird sense of timing. But however it comes, it's going to feel so personal. It's going to feel like it was personally put there right in front of your feet for you. Sometimes it's just little messages. And those little messages are like little clues to get to you to look a different direction, to think about something a different way, to expand you a little bit more. You guys, Aquarius, you guys are the star. You guys are here to change the world. You make changes so big and so possible. You can see things that others just absolutely do not see the possibility of how that could, I'm getting goosies, that how could that work? How could that possibly work out? You are the sign that can not just foresee it and dream it, but you make it happen and you do it. You are able to see in between the line, in between the spaces. You can see in the dark. I don't want to say you have like rose-colored glasses. It's like you have multi-rainbow, technicolor, spiritual color glasses. And you are able to find clues and see things. And it's like you could have puzzle pieces. One over there, one over there, one over there. And you can see that bigger picture and put those pieces together better than anyone. That's why your ideas spark change. They spark, elevation in the world. That's why you're the star. You are the first. You are that guiding light to others. You help somebody see in the dark, give them direction. But usually your star, Aquarius, the way that you twinkle is special. It's different. It twinkles a little bit different that you're noticed, you're seen. So it could be that you feel a little unusual too. You know, it's not always easy to be the first, to be the trendsetter, to be the one that expresses themselves different, sees something in a different way, especially if all the other people, you know, around you are like that flock and they only see something one way. So it could be that you're twinkling in such a way lately that you're starting to maybe find that same similar, not exact. No one's going to be like you. No one's going to be like you. You are so unique. And that's your power. But maybe you're twinkling in a way. You're extra sparkly lately, where you're reflecting out and attracting back that right kind of relationship, partnership, situation, job, whatever, that twinkles like similar frequency back to you. I don't feel like it's exact. I feel like somebody could be really different from you, maybe a whole group of people. Or maybe you're even attracting a certain like destination, a door opening, an opportunity that could feel really different to you. New territory. But I'm kind of getting that you're going to shine. This card in particular just looks like energy. It looks like sound waves. It looks like, oh, that's a song. Is that a song? A drop in the ocean? I can kind of hear it. But the green here just makes me think of the heart. Euconite. Answered prayers. I didn't even read the card for you guys. I didn't even read it. Did I say something? This is at the bottom. I'll show you that too. I put it upright. All your great work has opened the door. I gotta say something about a door for divine solutions and support. So sometimes that is divine support. It's spiritual energy and workings going on that you can't see. You can probably feel it, but it's not necessarily a physical thing until it is. But it's also getting support from others. If you are manifesting these huge dreams you have, I'm just getting like actually an inventor. Like you have an idea, you have this invention, you draw it out, you have the plan, the business plan, you know how it'll work. You've done the test model, but maybe it takes a factory to actually make it, to produce it, or, a lawyer to help you get your business going, or somebody else that can do your website and do the advertising. You don't have to do it all alone, even though you guys are usually good at a lot of different things. There is the right support around you. You're going to find, whether you just randomly meet somebody and they have that skill set or education to help you out, or they have the right person that knows who can help you out. It's allowing others to help you, because when you allow others to work together, the manifestation that comes is bigger. The prayers are answered bigger in a more grand and fantastic way than even you, how big you can dream, probably ever dreamed. So, and then you have Charorite. I think I'm saying that right. Look at all this purple. The purple heart, like the crown chakra. There are like coins here too. True spiritual value in something, not just 3D value. This is not something that's plastic energy, it's special. And it says you have spiritual protection. Like you're really being protected. So that may mean in some instances that certain doors or roadblocks occur because you're supposed to be somewhere else. You're supposed to take your magnificent energy and spirit somewhere else because there's something you're meant to do. Or you're not supposed to be somewhere right now so it can change, elevate, grow, heal. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally and energetically. So, you know, you have to also look around. You have to also be a part of it. So if you look around, you see someone or something's just draining you, just sucking out your energy, like a taking energy, or you're putting something in a certain place and it's not growing or being received, you have to make adjustments there. I feel like you just have to like not even cut the strings, just let them go. Let something go. You know, allow it. Allow something space. Let's continue for Aquarius. All right, these are the Soul's Journey lesson cards. Box. Rose just got comfy. Clarity for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus on answered prayers and spiritual protection. Both of those are very, very spiritual cards. So I feel like this is all started with how you are elevating. I feel like, you know, I always see those like spiritual wings. But I am hearing strength, willpower, and like, what's the other word I'm getting? It's not like a word. The hungas, the gahunas, maybe like that. Like the, it's like a, I'm not really getting a word. It's really weird. It's like an energy, like a, to get you to go. So maybe it takes a little like energetic push on your part, or you feel that energetic push, but you have to make the move. It almost makes me think like there's like a language that I don't know, or something like that. I hope that made sense. Maybe you are actually branching out to other parts of the world where they don't speak the same language, or that someone in particular, maybe you're learning a new language, or has to do with the translation of something, translating something correctly. Usually words come through pretty clear, but I'm not sure. Maybe that makes sense to you. When I hear like hoopla, I feel like that's an app. I think that's a book app. Like an audio book. Maybe an audio book is important for you guys, or you're, maybe you do like voiceovers, or it's something you hear or find or listen to. It's kind of, sometimes I get like side messages that randomly come through. All right. Clarity for Aquarius, please and thank you. Perseverance. Maybe that's the oomph to keep going, to get started. Sometimes it's just that first step. That's the hardest part. And once you start, it's, you know, continuing on, trying it again. Even if you mess up and fall, try it again. Try it a different way if that's not the way through, or the right way to present that information. I also think of like preserving something. So kind of holding on to something for later, or making something last longer. I actually see like canned vegetables, or like pickling. Maybe you pickle things. I see like pickled cabbage. It kind of makes me think of my sister. Like she makes her own cabbage and like pickled things, and she makes her own sprouts and stuff like that. So maybe it's like self-sustaining something. So, you know, if it's not the season for the garden, you can still grow something inside that's nutritious. That might be like a side message, or it might be a parable. Sometimes messages come through as like an example, but it's how you take it. So something that you can grow in an unusual space. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yes, you can. You can. If anyone can, Aquarius, it's you guys. So, but it's maybe a mindset. You know, if you're set in doubt or self-sabotage or getting in your own way, or fear of failure, fear of success. I feel like suddenly my tongue is twisted. Oh, I think that's actually a song. Is that EARL? Tongue-tied? It might be. I'll find that for you. So maybe you or someone else is having a hard time like getting the right words. And it's funny, even though it's like speaking words, I actually see words on paper. So maybe you write, or you need to put something down on paper first. Oh, you have death at the bottom. Looks like my shirt. This is a really powerful card. This means that you are becoming a phoenix. It's a phoenix rising. This is a really powerful card. It's not scary, it's amazing. It's learning that sometimes things are done. Sometimes you have to put down a way of doing something. It could be a relationship, it could be anything. But it's when you have an ending. When I hear like when I think of the death card, for instance, in the tarot, I always hear like a beautiful angelic whisper that says, live, live. What would make you feel really alive right now? Because you are here right now and you get to do something right now. So what would that be? What changes would you make? What can you do that you're proud of? What can you do that just makes you happy and sing joyful? And it's starting to do those things. It is realizing that sometimes, you know, you do have to let something go, allow something to be, see something for what it is, but it always brings you a new direction. It gives you a new chance. Learning that endings are merely beginnings. You know, when you shut that chapter, when you get to the end of that chapter in that audiobook, there's another chapter. There's always another chapter. So it's having your mind open, that in that new chapter, you can do whatever you want. It's a blank page. What you gonna do? I also, like, if this is actually like you healing or having something that was like a loss, just to address this, because it's often not addressed in certain cultures, and yet other cultures talk about death. They're comfortable with it. They're accepting of it. If that's an actual death, it could be, you know, anybody that's special to you. It could be even the death of a dream or something like that, because that can feel like a loss. That can feel like a mourning when you have to put something away. It could be a pet, it could be anything. But if it's actual, you know, something, I mean, that's part of life. It's part of our experiences. You cannot force the amount of time it takes to heal. You know, it's different for everyone and it comes in waves. It does create ultimate change on how you get to see the world. It changes everything. But to look at that, accept it, talk about it, and celebrate the life is such a nice spin on how to look at that situation. Because so many other cultures look at it as a celebration of that legacy, of that love. And in the end, love never goes away. The love is always there. So let's continue. I think maybe that message needed to come through for some people. Oh, I have these. Before we do that, let's do these. These are like little charms. Let's pull you a few charms. You have an anchor, anchoring down a situation, or pulling up that anchor so you can float along. A key. Getting in the door, getting in the right door, getting in a new door. The key to your heart, the key to a car, the key to a business. The master key. Maybe you are the master key. Or is that like the skeleton key? this? A turtle. You have a turtle. Looks like a sea turtle. Being protected. Feeling at home everywhere you go. Maybe some of you are actually moving too. I do see a home. Finding a place that feels like home even though it's different. And what is this? And a feather. There's so many in here. I feel like the same ones come out. Actually, let's pull you one more then. Let's see if we get something different. Ah, there you go. I gotta put it back in there, but you did have the key. Now you have the heart with the keyhole. So maybe something is finally coming together. I feel like it starts in you. Maybe it's a relationship thing. And speaking of relationships and or soulmates, I do have the confessions of a soulmate. So whether this is a lover, a friend, a family member, a stranger, a soulmate, is somebody that changes us forever. Whether that's a difficult lesson or a gorgeous one. So let's see. I just heard it makes all the difference. Okay, clear to Aquarius, please, and thank you. Aquarius need to know soon. And mine. Looks like somebody's coming to you on a motorcycle very soon. This feels like oh, I just thought of Possession. That's Sarah McLACHLAN. Ooh, that was a really pretty song. All right, so it looks like something is coming in soon. Something's happening. Something's elevating. Something's a-changing. A change is brewing for you guys. I feel like maybe you felt it coming for a while. Our reunion is imminent, and I'm doing what I can to be ready for you. I am working hard on myself to be a better provider for you. Someone's actually like working, I think, in the physical 3D world. They want to, I'm getting like financial with that. I don't know if that message came through when I saw this card before. This came up for someone else, but I can't remember whom. I hear your call for me, and I'm coming back to you. This is my promise to you, that soon we will reunite again. Somebody wants to come back with some big stability, a big solid offer that they can follow through with. It is also possible that you're doing the same thing. I'm getting like somebody doesn't want to be flaky. Oh, I just heard Cornflake Girl. It's TORI AMOS. You guys are getting different songs. Like all kind of, never was a cornflake girl. Thought it was a good solution. Hanging with the raisin girls. They've gone to the other side. Giving up a yo-heave-ho. Sometimes I don't sing through the songs unless I feel like, I don't know, it just comes through and it's supposed to come through. This is not really happening. Wow. Maybe listen to that song. I don't know why. Cornflake Girl. And then soon something's coming through. This looks like a good time. He's smart. He or she has his helmet on and a form of protection, which is really good. I want to take the honoring path towards you. So I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. This is awesome, Aquarius. I am coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I am ready for our new beginning. Perseverance. Somebody is like, I mean, they're already on their way. They're making changes. They're making something happen. They're taking responsibility. Maybe somebody didn't take responsibility in the past. But once somebody steps up their game, takes responsibility, makes action to create changes, that's when huge changes occur. And somebody's like taking the honorable path here. Somebody's believing in themselves. That's pretty amazing, Aquarius. Look at you. Someone's like getting their stuff together. They're working on themselves. Stepping up their game for Aquarius. Look at that. That's cool. That kind of makes me like, I don't know. It makes me really happy, Aquarius. I feel like it's going to make you really happy. Maybe you don't even see it yet. It is possible this is someone you haven't met yet too. And they just feel that the right person is out there, and that's you. When they see your starry energy, they're going to be really happy that they've already kind of started to really put their I'm getting like their life in place. And then place in life. Not sure why I hear that. All right, well, talking about the beautiful star of Aquarius, I brought you guys the Star Tarot. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what comes through for Aquarius. Mine soon. Perseverance, death, answered prayers, and spiritual protection. But that's protection physically, protection emotionally. As well as spirit and energetically. I hear one more shuffle. I've been doing most of these readings the other way, but for some reason I feel like I need to go this way with you. And it's because the sun wants to jump out. I don't really have a particular style or rules for any way that I pull cards. I just kind of go with how it wants to. And it looks like you are shining. You're the star. But, I mean, the sun is a star. But this is a different kind of energy. You ain't going to miss this for the world. Whew, I can't believe you got the sun first jumping out like that. This is you really feeling amazeballs in your skin. You are shining brighter than you've ever shined before. And this could be an opportunity that's coming through that you're not going to miss. It's just meant for you, Aquarius. You are the right person for the relationship. You are the right person for someone's heart. You are the right person for a family. You are the right person for this career, for this job, for this goal, for this destiny to change the world. This is really big. The sun is the best card in the deck. No matter what goes on in any other cards, it shines a light on something. It brings ultimate clarity. It puts something back into focus, and yet you see the whole map. The sun is an opportunity that's coming into your world to be yourself, to live and thrive, feeling like you're on your destined path. You do have this balance with the yin yang, and you are like the phoenix rising, because you got the butterfly. That's metamorphosis. You know, when the butterfly's crawling around on the little leaves, you never knew it'd have this period of awkwardness, weirdness, facing the dark, being in the muck, and all these cells are inside and they're a nothing. They're a bunch of nothing. And then all of a sudden these cells, like those puzzle pieces I saw, start to come together and form something that is not even the same creature as it was. You have these big, beautiful wings. You break out, and all of a sudden you are flying. There ain't no way you're going to go crawling back in that cocoon again. And it doesn't mean you can't go back and hang out on the leaves, but this time you can fly where you need to go. You do have a lot of purple. Look at that sun. Even when the sun is upside down, it's still a good card. It just means that It's not all completely clear, but more clarity will come. It's like a cloudy day. The sun's still there. You can still feel the warmth. It's still providing light. But it's just maybe a little bit foggy. It's still there. You're still not going to miss it. It's still going to come back. So even upside down, it's still a good card. And look at that yin yang there, that balance inside this purple rose. That kind of looking at it like this looks like a little bird's nest. And then you have all these sunflowers. Oh, there is a person in here. There you are. Oh, I just heard like a moth to a flame. This also has all the zodiacs very tiny around it. So I do feel like something, maybe it's going to take a year or already has, or it's going to be an awesome year ahead for you guys. But I feel like these are dealing with different personalities, maybe facets inside of you. Maybe this has to do with your birth chart. But do you see the face in there? And that moth or this butterfly is just drawn to it. Maybe there's something about your face, Aquarius. Like something special about, I don't think it's superficial the way you look. Maybe it's the way, I don't know, the way you smile, your eyes, the way you laugh, something like that. Something about your face is like somebody can't take their eyes off of you. Even this moth or butterfly has sunflowers in its energy. And the sunflower follows the sun, like, hello, sun. There you are. Hello, sun. And as it moves, you follow something. Take this. I'm going to take this. I was going to pull another card, but look at what's here. So I feel like once I look at a card, worth taking a look at, you got the world. So you are ending something huge. The world is literally in your arms, and yet you are of the world. And you have this butterfly thing. There's you here, and now look at the changes that you're making. It's like the butterfly effect. You're flying out of this world with this thing. Isn't that a turtle? Didn't we get a turtle? Oh, I wish I didn't put those charms back in. You got these turtles here. And it's a tree. So you're stable, you're growing, you are being protected, and yet you're, I don't know, it's like these turtles are drawn here. All of these people or situations that feel like home, they feel like protection and support, are actually heading towards this world, and yet there's freedom and ultimate change. And the girl in the middle does have huge wings, but she's in the middle of this tree. It's like a portal. When the world comes, it's that take a bow. And I just heard the Madonna Take a Bow song. So it is releasing something, letting something go, letting that chapter be done, and getting excited about what is to come for you guys. It's getting excited to get to try to do something new or a different way. And sometimes it's not about knowing what's going to happen. It's being in the experience every moment you get. Not getting too far ahead and not getting too lost in the past. You're at the in-between time. So now we're going to take this, because the world and the sun together are pretty big energies for you guys. Let's get clarity on the world and the sun together. 21 and 19. Is that I don't know if that year is important for someone. Like 1921. Maybe somebody has a grandparent or something that was born in 1921. Or parent. else does Aquarius need to know? Oh, wow, Aquarius, you're reading. I know you're like, you got to like the end here. I try to not do any particular, you know, I try to do the signs that like asked first, and then I kind of just let it evolve and flow towards the end. But hey, Aquarius, this one's worth waiting for. I feel blessed to be doing this reading for you. You do have the Lovers. It's really, really nice. It's a big choice. And I'm getting the goosies. This is divine. This is a divine situation. It's a divine union. You're doing that thing. I don't know why I thought of the weirdest thing for you guys. I don't know if you remember. I know in the 80s there was a movie called Nadia. I used to be kind of obsessed with that movie. I loved it, with the gymnastics. And there was a routine, I wonder if I can find it, that she did with her best friend. And they do this thing with their hands together and they mirror each other. I mean, that's what I saw with this. Look at the hands. They're kneeling. Look at this energy coming from God, from the angel, the sun, down through the spiritual energy, shooting right down into this divine couple's hands. And then being grounded in the earth and building this growth. When the Lovers comes through, it's making a choice. But when you make that choice, it's freedom, and it's knowing that we all have the choice to do or not do whatever we want. It's willpower, it's freedom, and it's hopefully people coming together, and it looks like making the same choice. But it's having the allowance that maybe the other person isn't ready to make the same choice as you. Maybe they are. How can you adjust? How can you communicate when those choices come together? How can you see eye to eye, build something together? It's a big choice coming through. If this is upside down, it's probably somebody stalling on making a choice, or making a choice that wasn't what the other person thought it would be, and that creates big changes. But usually if this Lovers, the Gemini card, comes through, it does mean that whatever choice is made creates pretty big changes in everyone's world. And not just you and the other person, but all of the people that you love. Let's get one more card. Clarity on 6/21. Maybe June 6th. Or June 21st or June 19th is an important date. Let's do one more. I'm going to just stop and take whatever at the bottom, and then I want to clarify with a totally different deck. So let's just get that foundational energy for the Sun, the World, and the Lovers, please. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles, which is this. This is the person working really hard, or you, or the perseverance. This is putting a lot of time, attention, and effort into something. Didn't I see like the other one look like a little, I mean, this is a flower, but I saw the bird, like a bird's nest. This one actually is a bird's nest. It's the 3 of Pentacles. There's more of these turtles. So working well together, working with others, building something. It might start with what's going on in your mind, your wheels turning, your own project, your own special thing that you're putting your energy into. And I feel like this helpful energy is going to come through. If you are actually at work with others, it's something you're pretty natural at. Recognizing the different talents other people have aren't the same as yours, and making it all work together. You know, if one person's better with the personality and talking to people in the social department, they get that job. You know, you help, like, support that part of them. And if they need to do something with the numbers and they have to do it and they're not so good with that, it's somebody giving them support to learn. And if somebody else can handle a certain other area, you know, it's having all these different facets work together to grow something even bigger than it could be all on its own. So here, it's not working together. It's not taking those beautiful ideas that you have going on in your mind when your wheels are spinning and putting them into your 3D reality to actually physically see something build and grow. But it looks like with all this here, something's gonna grow. But it starts with putting your time into something. Let's go to the, I have this one, let's clarify for you guys with the Muse Tarot. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. That's kind of like the little message. You have all like major arcana besides that. The World, the Lovers, the Sun, answered prayers, perseverance. Clarity for Aquarius, please and thank you. And 20, you have big cards. That's awakening. That's you know, that moment when you come out of the cocoon, when you're rising up, when you are letting something go or about to because you're ready to, because you see the past different. You see a different way of doing something. You feel those spiritual wings coming. You let something go that's an old way of doing something. You really learn the lesson when this comes through. You hear that call from the divine. You hear the big trumpet coming from the universe that you gotta, all right, it's time to do something. It's time to make your move. And it's, I always feel like there's a, look at your heart is just calling. What's at the bottom? The Knight of Voices. Oh, it's a Pegasus. You guys got a Pegasus to end it with? Oh, it's like I think that's, the Pegasus is like my little spirit animal, one of them. I do dream about them. I've actually dreamt that I rode one out into the universes. They picked me up and then it turned around and halted and sucked me back into Earth. This is hearing that call, letting your heart shine, standing firm, rising up, doing it different, making really big changes in your life. Like how it's not judgment, it's awakening. Waking up. I think it's not just you though. I think because of whatever you're doing, you're actually waking up others. They're actually, like sometimes they get the message that somebody needs to hear the lesson from somebody else. I feel like you're heard. You're actually the one that people hear, Aquarius. Especially if you come riding on a Pegasus. Hey. It's interesting because there's a sun behind here, but this is almost like a portal or a mirror. The Knight of Voices is like the Knight of Air. So it could be an air sign that's coming through, something that comes through really, really fast with clear direction, clear plans, clear communication. Nobody can read your mind. It looks like it's like a mirror in a hole, in a portal. I don't know, the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's the light within the sun. It's kind of interesting. It does mean that you are rising above a situation. Did I even say what it was? It's air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you. And you're either rising above the situation or going on a journey to bring someone else along, because I did see, like, when I jumped on the Pegasus, in such an unusual way to get somewhere, like some way that no one would ever see coming. Sometimes this is moving really, really fast. He's a fast knight, fast into the experience, but remember to have balance. Even if you have to move fast, you also have to sleep. You also have to preserve, you know, something for the long term. You know, we go to sleep sometimes and we wake up. Even in the world, there are seasons that change. There are always choices to be had with this. Sometimes it's dark and sometimes the sun is out. Make sure you don't have on blinders and only see one little area of focus and forget to look at this huge territory. The whole world is around you. Expand what you thought had to be and see something a different way, so you're always expanding and always able to fly over new territory if you have to. Let's sum this reading up with one more card. This is the Angel's Answers. They're very simple. Very direct. Clarity for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please and thank you. Okay, one more. I like start out here on these readings and then I like inch myself closer to you guys as it goes by. All right, maybe you have to like back up. Like, no. One more card. Aquarius, please and thank you. Yeah, that's that sun. You have this opportunity definitely coming through, whatever it is. New destiny, new path, new career, abundance, a door opening, a beautiful partnership and love, a beautiful connection. But with these two together, you do have to wait. You don't have to rush. You don't have to make something happen before it's ready. Have a little patience. Something is on its way. It is coming. Maybe sooner than you think. But maybe it's divine timing. And with that, I bid you guys adieu. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. I hope something came through that made sense or does later. I love you so much, Aquarius. I hope you have a beautiful day and I will see you soon.